hello. What the heck? Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's right. I was like, why does it look like that? Now I know why it looked like. I clicked on the wrong thing. That could have been bad. That could have shown things I didn't want it to show. Let's see here. Pause that music for now. Let's go say hi to our players. Hi, chat, by the way. Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
hello, players. We're missing some people still.
Yeah, was Izzy supposed to be here?
As far as I know, I think this is the last week Angel's going to be out, and then Angel should be back, which is great news.
Yeah, and Koi will be in soon.
Yes.
She'll be in momentarily.
Let me message her. Hey, you coming to D&D? Question mark?
Do you hate me?
Do you hate me?
I am making a meme though.
Check yes or no if you hate me.
Excellent. Oh yes. So all of you, those of you who are not in the interrogation room, might notice like, oh, I'm in a different room now. Do you guys have those of you who are not in the interrogation room? Do you still see the interrogation room?
We see it, but we can't see what's going on in it.
Okay, if those of you who are not in it but can see that like it's dark or whatever, can you drag your mouse and make a box over that entire thing and let me know if you can see it then?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Like we have control of like a token guy in the
I've
corner.
made an observer token. This will make things easier, I think, in the future. And then we won't have to have like all the players in a room, so if somebody comes in there just like, why isn't the party stopping that mean man? You know?
It's all good. And we can always just watch the stream as well.
Sure.
Not a bad lag. I'm also making a set of memes.
Set of memes, good, excellent.
Set of memes. Yeah, that's important stream prep.
Let's see here.
Look, it's how I'm coping.
I'm just getting ready to die.
No, I think my plan is pretty solid.
Your plan is pretty sweet.
Well, they actually changed their name to C ... That's funny. Well, hopefully, Izzy will be here. It's not like them to miss, so hopefully everything's going all right for them. Let's see here. Oh, I've gotten my Facebook response. Let's see. Oh,
also working Barbenheimer weekend. Oof. I'm working 2 more 9-hour shifts.
I apologize, everyone, for the Facebook sounds. It's all me. It's all me.
Yeah, we can't hear it, but they can.
But the stream can. But it's me. Don't worry. I hate it when, I'm watching a stream and then I hear, like, Discord sounds. But it's not my Discord. It's their Discord. So, at least I'm telling you it's my Facebook. So how has everyone's week been going?
I was off until Wednesday. And then
yeah, wife and I are gonna go see Barbie
weekend.
this weekend. It should be fun.
We're doing Barbenheimer. We're going on vacation next week for Monday, basically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and
back for D&D. Beautiful.
Yep. And then hold on, try this. But yeah, like we're doing on Monday. We're pre-gaming, as it were, by doing Barbenheimer, because I've been saving my free tickets.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to watch them both. I don't want to do a. My wife is like, oh, let's just do a double feature. I'm just like, that's too much.
That is about 6 hours of movie. Yeah.
Yeah,
we found it perfectly on Friday. The timing was perfect for Monday, where I get to do it right.
See, my movie-going experience is pretty much this. I go to the movies. I don't buy any concessions other than the overpriced large pop that I can get one refill on or whatever. I drink it immediately. I have to pee within the first 5 minutes of the movie starting, and I hold it until the end. In extreme pain, thinking, should I just go to the bathroom?
Fair.
Should I just go pee now? Nothing much is happening.
I'm a dasher. I'll go and dash, crouch run.
What theater do you typically go to, Tris?
Well, we just moved, so the one that's closest. It's in the mall near.
Is it a chain theater or just a standard kind of like?
It's a chain. I actually don't even remember what kind. I think it's a Regal. I don't think it's a nicer. It's actually a nicer theater than I was expecting, which is nice.
Nice.
I don't remember. I don't think it's an AMC. It could be though. I honestly do not remember.
Okay, I made.
But it's definitely a chain.
Izzy, I made a meme for us. There you go.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
great, my dad.
Today's gonna be an interesting episode.
Apparently, it's oops all Aranus. Scared.
Where's the meme?
I put it in Stream Fan Art Showcase.
I like it. I like it.
I like that. That's funny.
All right. So Koi should be on soon, but
yep.
Izzy, how has your week been?
It's been crazy. Do you guys know who Mercury Stardust is, aka the trans handyman on TikTok?
No.
/ Instagram?
I think Ollie would, but I don't.
She was in Vegas and we connected, and she came to my show last night and we ended up hanging out till like 5 in the damn morning. It was great. Like, what a sweet, lovely person.
That's awesome. That's so
Occasionally you can meet like internet celebrities and they're just really lovely, and she was just really lovely. I had my show last night. It was killer. I sang Rusalka and I did that aria as a burlesque routine.
That's an interesting choice.
It actually works really well. The way that I do it. And I also wrote a song that like kind of tags onto it at the end. It's like a siren mermaidy song because the routine is like mermaid.
Interesting.
It works really well. I got really killer feedback from it and it was really fun. And let's see, I have like up to my ears in sewing commissions. I finished a panel skirt in 2 days, which it usually takes a week. So
why food? I should eat.
Sleeping was a thing. And I woke up this morning feeling like I was hungover, despite the fact that I had one single drink of alcohol last night. So I took a nap and slept until 1 o'clock.
I see.
So my body is like, time to rest. So for the rest of this day, I do have to go sing. I got hired to go sing at a birthday party tonight, so I'm gonna go do that and then come home and crash.
Wonderful.
That's fair.
Well, it sounds like we better get back to some D&D then.
Hi, I'm being tortured.
Last time, the party arrived in the capital. And within watch no, I think last time we finished up the hunt. Mm-hmm. The party defeated the demon gator, cut off its head, got some various monster stuff that you pulled off it, and you guys arrived at the capital. And once you got it,
spear,
and you got a monstrosity slaying spear, which, like, I told you I was just gonna keep rolling the table until a weapon landed, and for that weapon specifically to land, because literally you get like 1 up or 1 down, and it's a different kind of like slayer. It's like whatever, dragon slayer or whatever, which, like, spoilers, not gonna be very useful in this campaign. But you should have figured that out. I mean, who knows? Maybe, you never know. But anyway, you got a very, very good weapon, because, like, let me tell you, monstrosities are going to be a very common thing you're going to be fighting, so very nice to get. And then you arrived at the capital. Once you got into the city, the capital, again, big as LA, ginormous. You guys got through the outskirts, the suburbs, got into the city itself. You met the driver, Ajoy Lockie, who you bribed to first let you deliver your rotting crocodile head to the Hunters Guild before taking you to the Ministry of Survival and Recovery, for which you were told many months ago to go here to recount exactly what happened in the events of Floris's destruction. Aranis was the first one up to be interviewed, and that interview quickly turned into interrogation as the head of the ministry stepped out, and you were face to face with good old Lark Shozan. And don't worry, those of you chat who sees his generic stats, those are not his actual stats. I just don't want y'all to see his stats if I accidentally click on the wrong screen.
It's a fake.
It's a fake. He's a phony. And Aranis was stabbed by this mysterious sword that bears a striking resemblance to dagger, to the dagger that is on the Thieves Guild sigil. Lark Shozan introduced himself and he said, "You're going to answer my questions, and if you lie, I'll just kill you and move on to the next person." So
here we go. I also have water to kind of reenact having blood in my mouth.
you don't need to do that, but
just in case we get there.
He'll hand you a napkin if that. The players, those of you who cannot see in the interrogation room, if you remember where it is, you can just make a box over it, and you will be able to see within it because I made you a little observer token. This way, it won't confuse people into being like, "Why is the party not helping this man who's stabbing him?"
That's why deserves.
Okay. And without further ado,
let's get some ominous music.
It lets me fully load in. There we go.
Also, Shuffle's not asleep. He's off his mandated break, it looks like.
Well, I haven't activated him yet. So let's see. /play.
Let me get into the voice.
Well, even if you just like enable the measurement controls, it'll show it all of a sudden.
Oh, wonderful.
Cool.
All right, bot, do your thing. It didn't respond. Play.
Doing slash?
Yeah, I'm doing slash. Everything's coming up. I wonder.
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you do? It scared it off. That's weird.
I don't know.
The
application did not respond. Why is the application not responding?
Check the site. He's not down. He's up. Weird.
It says he's offline. Why does it say he's offline?
Let me check my server. Yeah, he's offline in my server too. Why is this happening?
The bot might be. I guess the bot is down. So we're gonna.
Yeah, it always seems to fall asleep around this time.
The other way. That's very unfortunate for me. We'll just do the aftermath tune on my side. All right, so
I got some.
Everyone else will be able to hear. Okay. So, getting right into things, your interrogation.
Ooh, perfect. Suspense. I found a track that's called Suspense. Perfect.
I believe when we left off, we had already established your name and how old you are.
Yep. That was the guy who left to get the paper and then let Shozan in, obviously working for him.
Now he's going to do... All right. Lark says to you... and by the way, Lark is like chewing on like an unlit like cigarette. I don't know if I mentioned this, but he's just chewing on it. It doesn't look like it's ever been lit, but he's just chewing on it. He's thinking to himself, and he says, "All right, I believe you introduced yourself as Dimitri, correct?"
Yep, he's the real name.
All right, Dimitri, do you have any family in the capital?
I do.
What are their names, Dimitri?
If I answer this, will you answer a question of mine?
Depends on the question.
Lord Wyatt Allchrist. My mother is indisposed. I am from the Allchrist family, set of forgers for the capital.
I'm gonna roll a history check to see if he knows who you are. Let me double check what history uses intelligence. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna call this a DC big capital. I'm gonna call this a DC 20 for him to know who the fuck your family is.
Fair enough. Ooh, he almost got there.
He sort of shrugs and says, "Must not have caused enough trouble to be on my radar." Do you have an occupation besides adventuring, Dimitri?
I am a blood hunter of the Crimson Sect.
When you say that, he looks visibly surprised. A blood hunter of the Crimson Sect? That's fascinating. I didn't know your kind had minds of their own.
Now one of mine. I gave you two.
What's your question?
When's the last time you yourself had to interrogate someone? Your work is sloppy. Too fast.
Doesn't matter how fast or slow I go as long as I get my answers.
Interesting.
Besides, time is a bit of the essence. Can't let your friends think that anything's wrong after all.
Aranis smirks. So I was right. You're in a hurry. Something's wrong, isn't it?
If something wasn't wrong, I wouldn't be here. Now for my questions. How well did you know the mayor of Campion, Lyle Craven?
Not at all. Bastard got himself killed before I even met him.
Before you can respond, actually, he does something interesting. You see him take the dagger and put it on the table in front of you with the blade facing your hands. And then he moves his hand from the left to right, mirroring where your hands basically are, and you see the blade double. So there are now two blades in front of you, one in front of your left hand, one in front of your right. And he says, if your answers are in the affirmative, grab the blade with your right hand. If they're in the negative, grab it with your left. But please say your answer out loud as you choose a blade to grab.
You said right for truth, left for lie?
Right for, like, so if, say, in this case, if you were saying, yes, I knew Lyle Craven, you do, like, that's the affirmative. So you grab it with right. Or in this case, instead you're saying, no, I don't, you'd grab the left.
Okay. I'm just writing that down in my notes so I have the cheat sheet. I touched the left blade as I confirmed what I just said, that I didn't know who he was at all.
As you do that, the blade disappears. Good. Excellent. He puts his hand on the blade that still remains and does it again. So you have two options in front of you. What was the mayor's cause of death?
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
Aranis
mainly because Aranis was not in there. That was the other guy. So he has to take a moment to think. He was killed by wolves. We know that much. Undead wolves, if I'm correct. Put my hand on the right blade. He was killed by wolves out in the woods outside Campion.
As you grab the blade remains and it sinks into your hand, causing some damage to you. You take...
Well, that's what he would know.
Yeah, that's all that Aranis knows. He was killed by wolves.
He wasn't there.
Yeah, it was the...
You
Yeah,
guys...
technically he was there, but Aranis doesn't fully remember because of his memory issues.
You guys would have known that, or at least you heavily suspect he was killed by a druid.
Oh, that was legit the wolves.
If
But there was some
you
by
were
the
if you
druid.
were like not trying to actually like deceive,
Yeah,
I'll
he
let
was
you...
trying to. Yeah, he was trying to be like he was killed out in the woods by wolves because I thought that the druid summoned the wolves.
I think they were polymorphed as like a wolf or some other beast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
meant
not
to tell.
sure.
I meant to be telling
as
the
a
truth there.
big as a reminder for like because it's been quite some time since what, session 2.
And I wasn't there personally. Yeah.
I think you were here for it, but anyway,
No, I
it
was
was
at a con, yeah.
it was no, you came on even though it was a con.
No, I didn't. I would remember. I was like, I can't make it.
No, but then you actually showed up. I remember you showing
I
up
didn't.
anyway.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
Check the logs,
that being said,
check the
the you suspect that it was that a druid killed Lyle Craven. Through the course of everything, what was it, you got? Sorry, I'm getting frazzled myself. There was a giant claw mark across the chest of Lyle Craven, and that's when you heard the story of the panther.
Remember. Yeah, I would be meaning to tell the truth here. My bad. It's been a
That's okay.
long time.
So in this case, you would say a druid killed him, or would you say the panther killed him?
A druid. Because we don't know if it's the panther.
All right. As you say that, then you would not take damage, and the blade would disappear. Let's see. Mark will say that lines up with what I know as well. And he does it. He does the gesture again, multiplying the blades in front of you. Now that this has happened a few times, I'm gonna give you. Roll me another Arcana or Religion check, your choice.
19.
19. This blade, and I'm gonna mess up my own. I'm gonna mess up my own god's name. It's where's my there it is. Let me pause the music a bit because I actually have to look for. I believe it's Shatar.
My plan is working. My plan is working. I'm throwing him off.
Yes. Okay. I was right. I was. It's. This blade resemble. The way this blade acts is like through means of like ocular deception. You know, it's an illusion, and that coupled with both the Thieves Guild crest and your sort of this is like sort of generic knowledge that everyone would know is that the patron goddess of thieves is Shatar.
Yeah.
Whose symbol, especially now with this illusion in front of you, is a curved dagger. And Shatar, just so you have this vision in your mind, is basically like a Huan Ti with like the arms of like, is it like Shiva or something like that has like this 6+
Yep.
arms or whatever, and each one has a dagger, this kind of dagger. So this in some way is either a dagger made in homage to this god, or is a divine weapon of Shatar herself. So it is a very powerful multi-purpose weapon, as you know, not only could it stab you, dealing a bunch of damage and adverse effects, but now has this weird truth illusion shit going on in front of you. Continuing the questions, he'll say, is there a druid you believe to be responsible for the mayor's death? This is just a simple yes or no. And he does the thing with the blades.
Yes, but based on all the factors, cannot be quite certain if it is still them. People that pay homage to the Panther, if not the Panther themselves.
I've heard rumors of such a panther, and did some digging myself. The Panther, or the druid known as the Panther, was a member of a specific cult. Do you happen to know the name of that cult?
Yep, give me 1 second. It's in the way back machine.
And he does the affirmative negative thing in front of you, so if you want to accurately name the cult, you grab the right. If you want to try and lie, you do the left.
Give me 1 second. I bookmarked it. I'm just trying to find where I put it, because it was during the talks with the Inquisitors, where they were like, okay, you gotta go. Alright, hold on. Let me see. The Cult of Whispers. I will do the affirmative dagger and say the Cult of Whispers.
The dagger disappears. Say,
Take
so
your notes,
you've been
guys.
able to learn a lot in such little time. Interesting.
In between you trying to kill us, yes.
Well, on that note, let's see if I need to continue that endeavor. And he does the daggers in front of you. Do you know of any druids that reside in Campion?
And what would you do if I did? You're not an Inquisitor.
Sorry, my cat. My cat is hooting, grabbing my shirt, wanting love and attention.
You're good.
Hi, Pixel. Pixel, you're too cute for what is happening right now. Lark will say, I will assess if they are the threat or not.
You'd be disappointed to learn she's just a gardener.
You're referring to Lily, then?
Correct. She has no powerful magics to speak of. Simple druid craft. She can grow plants, and that's it.
Are you aware of any other druids within Campion? You would not know any other druids in Campion,
Yeah.
or if there are any.
The kid doesn't count because that's not confirmed. That's what I was hesitating on. Is if the kid
I see.
counted.
Well, Lark would say Mayor Craven was aware of Lily and her son's aptitude for the druidic arts. I don't know what you'd call them. I guess druidic nature. I don't believe, based on his information, that Lily would be a threat, but who knows?
I tap the negative dagger. Aside from Lily and her child, I know of no other druids, unless they are hiding quite well.
As the dagger disappears, Lark looks slightly disappointed, but relaxes a bit. Do you know... He thinks briefly about what to ask next.
And Aranis is just smirking at him because Aranis has so far called a few of his things. Like, he's no longer nervous around this guy. He knows that he's just a dude.
All right, Mr. Dimitri Allcrest. Have you actively helped any druids on your way? Well, I'll just say on your travels.
One who is being unjustly hunted.
Do you know what tribe that druid was a part of?
Ooh, I don't think he did. Let me see.
You guys were told this, but if you didn't write it down, I would not have blamed you. Roll me a history check to see if you can remember.
Yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, hold on. I think I got it. Let me see. Thunderhead Mountain. That's where we met Joe.
You met this druid at the Shepherd's Outpost.
Yep.
If that helps.
And then Murmur separated from her tribe. I didn't write down the tribe specifically, no.
Roll me a history check to see if, while you can't remember, perhaps Aranis can.
Yeah. 13.
With a 13, you don't remember the tribe's name, but you remember that it had a wind or air affinity.
Unfortunately, I don't remember the name. Just that they were associated with wind of some kind. She was being hunted by an inquisitor.
That story checks out. Do you know of any druids who are part of the outcast Mont tribe or the Cult of Whispers?
Yes, we killed the bitch.
Ah. So now we're getting to, I take it, details of Florus.
Yes.
Why don't you debrief me on what exactly happened there?
A woman, Alhana. She spoke a bit of the old druidic tongue, which I could barely decipher. Me and allies could barely decipher from Elvish. She detonated their amber crystal. Was dying there for 3 days. We weren't sure if she was a victim of the wreckage. We went to aid her and she transformed. She incurred the name of her master. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, she also, spoke out to Ladar?
No, not to Ladar, to her...
But to the Panther.
To the leader of the cult, as far as you know. They're
Okay.
either, you don't know if it was like a deity or what, but some basically supernatural things then happened.
And it was
after
helping her, yeah.
She called out to,
she said,
the
master.
abandoned one, my master, yeah, things like that.
Yep, the abandoned one, yeah, I have that written down.
Lark will say, those are all titles given to the leader of the Cult of Whispers. Mysterious figure who eludes us. When did you arrive? Or rather, had you ever been to Florus prior to its demise?
Not that I can personally remember. Due to my miasma infection that I was born with, some of my memories are gone or spotty. That's why I do the negative.
Lark will sigh, like, It's never easy. Can't ever catch a break.
It seems you cannot.
No. Apparently, unless you've deceived a divine weapon, it seems as if you're telling the truth.
I have no reason to lie to you. If you wanted me dead, you would have done so already. But the fact that you are here before me and not someone else, like the ravens you sent, the haste in which you are asking these questions, I sense that things have changed for you. What makes us so worth keeping alive now? We arrived a week ago on the outskirts. You could have intercepted us, killed our driver, taken us to a secondary location. But something
Why would I
has
need to kill you
changed.
when you're coming right to me?
Because you're a man who gets things done, from what I can see.
That is true. And here I am, getting things done. You're right, the ravens I sent after you to not kill, at least not all of you. At least bring someone back for interrogation, but it seems as if that was foolhardy. I can count on one hand the number of times ravens have been defeated, so I will say quite impressive.
Not without
That
a
being
lack of trying.
Yes, well, they do what they're told. All right, Dimitri. If what you say has been true, which I believe it to be, it still leaves us with a few unanswered questions.
I lean forward. Very well.
Assuming Lily and her infant son did not kill Mayor Craven, that means most likely someone hiding in plain sight within Campion did.
Want to know my bet?
What's your bet?
Sebastian. That's my crack theory. But he'll just shake his head.
The
There are a
Merchant Guild
few.
leader.
How dare
never-
you? That is my best friend. How could you?
He had aspirations. This is, mind you, pure conjecture and speculation. It is my job, amongst other things, to investigate. A man who would only have much to gain from the mayor's death. Take his place. If not Sebastian, then someone working with him. Someone who would have full access because of him. Secrets?
Someone
Perhaps
like your
the-
companion, Oleandra.
No.
You answered that rather quickly. Perhaps I should bring her in here and see what she thinks.
No, you don't need to. I'm more than enough. You said so yourself. Why waste
Lark will
bodies?
will lean into you and say, "You see, Dimitri, I can get plenty of answers by going fast."
But it's not your style. Why waste bodies? You want to find the killer.
This is more than the death of one mayor. Granted,
agree.
he was a member of the Thieves Guild, but that point is moot.
You think he was conspiring with the cult?
Him, no. He was a loyal friend.
Then why did he fake the financial status of Campion to get this town made into a proper city?
Because I told him to.
Ah, that connects. I agree
All
with
right,
you on the
Mr.
stakes.
Dimitri, I have one more question that I'm pretty sure I know the answer to, but should be asked just in case. He does the swords in front of you. Are you a member of the Cult of Whispers?
No.
As you grab the blade, it disappears. And you'll say, that's pretty much what I thought.
You want us to work for you, don't you?
I don't foresee how you could be very helpful.
Well, the skills of a blood hunter are quite good indeed. Give me enough time and I can mark targets from great distances.
He
Plus,
sort of chuckles and says, the skills of a blood hunter of the Crimson Sect. Seems your loyalties might be a bit divided, wouldn't it?
I have no loyalties. I am a weapon that can be bought. Not for money, mind you, but for use. You help me, I help you. Things like that. It's good to have connections, Lark. And we were enough to destroy your ravens. Such a force could be useful in destroying cultists, should you know their locations. I have no qualms about killing. It's been my life for more than a few decades. But threaten mine. I do not tolerate that. Anything to keep them safe.
I'm looking out for the greater good. Not even necessarily the Empire. Although, in many ways, the Empire's success is the success of humanity, at least at the current point in time. However, there is an entity, an organization, that you and I are aware of, that seeks to mess with this balance. The Cult of Whispers has been dormant for quite some time. Only recently have we heard stirrings. So yes, I'm very keen to know what their plan is. They brought upon the Great Collapse. What are they going to do now? So I tell you what, Dimitri. You find out information about the Cult of Whispers. I can get you anything you want. And as a token of gratitude, well, he saw how. I suspect you'll come seeking me when you want some real answers. But in the meantime, why don't you go visit your family, your friends. Enjoy your stay at the capital. And if you actually want to help people, then you can come see me. I don't need willy-nilly adventurers. I need pawns for the greater good.
Aranis will nod at him. I won't do anything untoward. Unshackle me and we can make a binding agreement.
That's quite all right. I don't make it a habit of unshackling someone who I've recently stabbed.
Impressive blade. Chatar's got a knack for the secretive. Went right through my armor without even breaking it. I'll just hold my hand in the shackle towards him. My normal hand, not my prosthetic.
He does not take your hand. He looks at you and says, "You're a very interesting person, Dimitri. It's not every day you meet someone with multiple personalities and a distorted view of their own life.
I've spent decades trying to make penance and atone. My life is secondary to the ones I've affected.
Well, Dimitri, I think you've spent more than a few decades, but you just don't even know it.
Oh!
It's always fascinating when I'm told the truth and I know it's a lie. Blood Hunter of the Crimson Sect. Yet you don't work for anyone. Fascinating. Tell you what, Dimitri.
The others, correct?
No, I think we're done here. Although, should any rumors arise that your friends may know more information than you, or are working to nefarious ends, this will not be the last you see of me. Well, it still could be. I might send, more ravens. Now that I know 4 is not enough, what? Surely 8. But regardless, that would be a waste of resources at this point in time. But I tell you what, Dimitri, if you can prove that you truly don't work for anyone, then we can talk. Oh, and don't be too hard on the minister. He was put in a situation he couldn't refuse.
I figured as much.
Lark will go up to the door, unlock it, open it, walk into the hallway, and disappear. And it's interesting, too, because, you can kind of see him walk, and you see as he's walking, he just sort of, fades. Yeah. Moments later, you see, "Oh, hello there!"
Blood trickling down my mouth.
Oh, my! What a terrible accident that's happened. He
Yes.
sort of undoes the shackles, well, I think
Minister?
I've learned everything I can. Thank you for your cooperation. You and your friends are free to go.
Hey,
Yes?
you know what would be very smart of you?
What?
To heal me.
I have no skills in that department, I'm afraid.
Potions?
We don't have those here? Wait, hold on. I might have something. He darts out in the hallway. A minute or two passes, he comes back. So, all right, here we go. Napkins from the break room.
Am I unbound at this point?
Yes.
I just get up you notice that the entire time those shackles have been just gently warming because I bled out I was bleeding for a while. So I just get up, look at him, and I put a hand on his shoulder. I'm sure you did this for the greater good, yes?
Yes.
Good boy. I leave. I just slam the door. I slam it so hard that the door kind of falls off the hinge.
Excuse me, the door's sort of jammed. I can't get out.
I leave.
Hello? Hello?
Where is everyone? Oh, they're in here.
They're...
Oh, wrong one.
No,
Next one.
as you open the door, the worker goes, can I help you? Are you
No,
okay? Are you bleeding? What?
I go back to the others.
You come back to the party. First, what's the party been up to this entire time?
I've definitely been like telling body stories and bothering everyone.
As you finish,
What is that?
as you finish
hold on, Aaron. Just let everyone else.
yeah.
Gel is leaning back on the chair and has taken pencils from the desk and is throwing them at the ceiling to get them to stick.
Nah.
Oleandra's
has been.
Beth.
Oh, come on.
What is Oleandra doing?
I was telling inappropriate stories and then also taking bets on how many of those pencils that Gel can get into the ceiling and to make them stay there.
And then Marlo, what are you up to?
Marlo's been combing through this bookshelf over here, just reading stuff. Most of it's pretty boring, probably, so he's just been throwing it on the ground.
Marlo, since you're actively looking at things, why don't you roll me a perception check? Perception or investigation? Actually, either one is fine.
Either one's fine? Okay. I never roll good on these, but 15.
With a 15, you notice the gift on the table.
Oh, okay. I'll drop the stack of books I'm reading right now. There's like a pile up of paper. Yeah, you know, was this already here when we came
Oh,
in?
let me change
was
the
here
music.
when
I
you
got
came in.
Still ominous on my end.
Okay.
Shit.
I'll just I'll look over at it. I'll kind of pick it up, give it a shake, give it the old shake test.
It
Good
sounds
idea.
like it's pretty empty, but there's something like there's like a tiny object inside. It doesn't sound very heavy.
Okay. And I'll do my little creepy finger. I'll grab one end of the. Is it bound so that the ribbon is?
It looks like the ribbon's more
part
part of the decoration. It's one of those where it's like a
Okay.
circular, like tin type thing you can just lift off the top.
Gotcha. Then yeah, I'll with a finger and thumb, I'll just pick it up and take a look inside.
As you take a look inside, you find a severed ear.
Oh, lovely.
Ooh. I take up the finger.
Oh, they
Does it look like it
they
matches?
probably blackmailed him with a person.
You take do you tell your compatriots that there's an ear in there, or do you just take the ear?
Oh, I'm not. I haven't taken it yet.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you said you
I take out my finger and the finger I have from our dear mayor, and it's like, does this look like a match? Perhaps. No, I'm guessing not. We didn't take it.
Roll me a medicine check. We're gonna call this like D. This is such a high DC. It's not even funny.
Just 13.
Like, get it. You have no idea. Probably not. Like you. Well, actually,
Yeah,
no.
we
You do
didn't
know.
put the
It
ear
can't
up.
be. You burned the mayor's body.
Yeah, and he had 2
Yeah.
ears.
Yeah, you could have had more. I think.
do I re-enter?
Yeah, does anyone
all
else-
that's left is
anyone
Clove to
see
tell
an
me what
ear?
Clove was doing. And and Marlo, you do see on the gift that it does say, it says to Malcolm, this is fucking nice. Wartfellow, to Malcolm Wartfellow from LS.
Yikes.
This LS person's got a weird sense of romance. Oh, not gonna yuck someone's yum.
I will use the opportunity to be making my potion of the day.
You got it.
Clove's day's gonna go from
Around
bad to worse.
around this time, you've gotten 15 a lot. I feel. That's not the.
This is the mist immunity one.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that was the divine
I think
intervention one.
that's 16. So I'm gonna re-roll this one since I don't think we'll be in the mist today.
It would be very bad if the capital got enveloped in this today.
exactly.
Like at that point, it's like, yeah, there's nothing you can do. 2, so it's your normal 1.
Yep,
Not mayonnaise, but it's 1.
I'll figure out. what it is.
Around this time, the party sees a little bit disheveled,
Bloody.
slightly bloody Ernest walk in.
That's how he usually is. Got it.
And I cough up more blood, and it just lands on the floor, and it sparks into little flames, kind of singeing the
Classic.
carpet.
Erinus, what
We need to
happened?
go.
Oh,
What happened?
Lark Chosen happened.
Who?
The head of the head of the Thieves Guild?
The very same.
You see behind you,
I just push him out the door
he
still.
says, "Oh, hello, it's me, Malcolm Wardfellow again. Yes, the Minister of Survival.
don't we gotta do
if-
our interview?
No.
No, we've in fact learned everything we needed from Mr. Erinus
Oh,
here,
Christ.
and we're so happy that you all came, and thank you for your time. Please get out of my office. Excuse me, could I please pass you, please?
I just shoulder check him
Oh,
as I leave.
my weak constitution. Oh, it's gonna leave a bruise.
Good.
If you're looking for your pencils, they're on the ceiling.
How do I
Comes back
get
to a
those?
singed carpet, pilfered goods.
Yeah, he's like, oh, this shouldn't be out here. Takes the box and puts it under the desk without opening it.
Oh, it's an ear. Just so you know.
You opened
Walks
it?
over.
What? All right, and the party, I'm guessing at this point, leaves. So let me grab.
Erinus
I can
looks
grab
at
you
them.
all.
I need to clean up.
Grab you
Would
all.
you mind if we
bring
went
you
home?
Yeah, let me
outside.
prestidigitate you really quickly. I'll use prestidigitation on him so that at least he doesn't look real bad when we walk outside.
You got it.
And you see he's holding his back, and like there's blood trickling from underneath the breastplate down like the clothes.
This
As you guys exit, you see your driver there waiting. Like, oh, that didn't take you nearly as long as I thought.
Yes.
Are we in there for like
Pretty
an hour?
quick.
It was like 2 hours or so. I expected the
Yeah.
whole day.
we got
Oh.
none.
We need
How'd it go? Oh,
Not
we're
good.
going. All right. Well, I'll take you to your residence. We're staying the hotel. I'll take you to the hotel.
I'd rather go elsewhere.
Oh, I gotta take you to the hotel first. That's what I was told by
How
Mr.
How much? I look at him.
Oh, maybe if we go to the hotel, we can, you can talk to us about your interview.
I don't trust the walls of the hotel.
I will say, Sebastian would not put us somewhere that was. Oh, he absolutely would put us somewhere dubious, but he would not put us somewhere where, if we were to be overheard, it would be a bad, He's pretty discreet.
I assure you. Sorry, I'm mixing up my accents. Well, I assure you, this is the finest establishment in the town, in the city.
Brothel?
Hotel, tavern, and brothel. Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, it has soup.
You can get soup.
Oh, I do enjoy some soup.
Plus, if you need any information, that's the place to go.
Fine, but tomorrow we go to the Allchrist estate.
All right. Well, I'll take you to see the mistress then.
Ugh.
And the party, the party travels for a good 30-ish minutes. You sort of leave the political center of the town. You kind of go slightly to the outer ring. This is definitely a higher class area, though. And as you pull up, your driver steps out, opens the door for you guys. Well, here it is. And you see in front of you a very colorful building. The statue in front is a naked woman holding two dolphins in between her arms, and the hotel has the same sort of sign that's on the carriage that you've been riding, and it's just the most gaudy out there colors. Like, it is there to get your attention. It's all pinks and purples and reds. And even though this is like, you guys didn't actually take that long in the Ministry of Survival and Recovery, so this is like, what? 2-3 p.m. But it's like already, like, you can hear like music inside. Like, there's a lot going on.
Oh boy.
Just stick close to me, Aranis. I'll be fine.
The potion I was practicing is a healing potion. If you need a little bit of help there.
Nothing sleep won't do, evidently.
All right. Well, hold on to it just in case you change your mind, and I'll pass you an elixir of healing.
Oh, I'm just gonna go up to Aranis. Just be like, "Are you sure you're okay?"
I mean, I am poisoned and bleeding out slowly, so you know.
Oh, don't be so dramatic.
I mean, I am. If not me, it would have been all of you.
Can I just do like a medicine check to do like some basic like first aid?
Yeah, roll me a medicine check.
Like maybe on the drive over. 25, baby.
With a 25, it's a very curious looking wound. And in fact, what Aranis said, whether he meant to or not, is pretty accurate. The weapon seems to not have damaged his armor at all, and if anything, went through it to stab him.
Mm-hmm. I picked up on that last session.
How did you even get stabbed? Did you take off your shirt?
And the wound is a very small wound. It is actively bleeding, but it's not that bad. There is, with a 25, there's definitely evidence of this wound being poisoned and perhaps some other concoctions or like you see with a 25, I'll say you see evidence of poison damage, paralysis, as well as
Giving the old man more back pain.
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of what you saw, because anything else because he resisted those, so he wouldn't. That's what you see.
All right.
But yeah, you can easily do some basic healing. Like, Aranis will be fine once he sleeps it off, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like stopping active bleeding and stuff like that.
I'll tell you the rest inside.
Adjoy will go up to the door. Well, come on this way. Mistress is waiting. Adjoy opens the door, and inside, you are. As the door opens, why don't all of you make me perception checks, and I'll bring you guys closer. Adjoy will.
Aranis is in Spain without the S.
Man, I don't think Clove has passed a single perception check in like 4 episodes.
I love this perception.
He needs glasses.
Wow, this is amazing. All right.
Gel is looking
Clove
for the soup
and Gel, you see the most beautiful looking tiefling woman. Everyone else who got a 10 or higher sees a gorgeous looking drag queen.
Oh yeah.
As the door opens, you hear, "Hello! I'm the proprietor of this estate. Please come in, come in." She does like 2 hands forward, like, and with the fingers up together, like very welcoming.
Sure. All right.
I am the proprietor of this establishment. Welcome
It's lovely.
to my
Nice to meet
hotel,
you, ma'am.
tavern, and brothel. The finest in all of Glorious of the Valley.
The capital's Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Does it have a
Clove.
name?
The luscious.
A pleasure to meet you, Clove.
hotel.
Oh, my, you're a cute one, aren't you?
Hello, my lady.
Actually, Clove, as you are walking into the door, so I'm going to stop you like right there. Someone calls out to you from the street.
In the street?
Yes, one moment, please.
Who could it possibly be?
Oh boy.
You see a different sister, but yes. You see your sister Rose with a bunch of packages look your way and say, Clove?
Rose?
Clove, what the hell are you doing?
I don't normally.
I don't
go
have
into
time for
places
this,
like
and she just
No,
like
no,
keeps
I-
walking away.
No, wait, come
That's
back.
your prophecy! That's the prophecy! This is gonna cause family issues.
I can
I
explain.
saw Clove. He's not studying hard. He's out doing
He's in
gosh
a
knows what
brothel.
in the brothels.
Come back.
She calls, we'll talk this weekend. It's like Monday, so
Oh no. I
Uh,
walk back in, but like the ears are like flat against the head.
I pat him on the
Visible panic.
shoulder.
oh darling, don't you worry about it. We'll turn that frown upside down in no time.
With some sleep.
Whatever you'd like, dears. We got food, ale, wine, pleasure.
Ugh.
I might
You have
indulge
soup?
some food.
Because no one has stepped into my joke yet, I will have she do it for me. Oh, you're the proprietor. So you're Lucius? She says, darling, it's luscious. Welcome to Luscious Hotel, Tavern, and Brothel.
You'll have to forgive my companion. Their grasp on certain things is different than others.
Don't you worry about that. We take it all here. All are welcome.
That's so what she said. Anyway,
If you'd like food, any of the tables. If you would like more comforts, just talk to your bartender.
Bath, wine.
All of that is if you would like to just go to your suite. That's upstairs. And yeah, as you guys walk in, you see the guy at the piano is like hammering away, going to town. You see a dancer on a pole in the middle. People are eating, looking. You see a bunch of rooms to the top. I just realized I also have creepy music still going on. I probably shouldn't have.
I
the creepy
changed mine to something full of
Uh,
whimsy. Oh, hey, Shufflebot's back.
Oh, is
It
it back?
He's,
Is Shuffle
he's back
back
from his
Shuffle's-
mandated break.
just came for one. Now I've got a whole playlist.
Amazing. Well,
Part
He
of the
he
union.
came back. He had a gordita supreme from Taco Bell or whatever.
we'll do this for now.
You know, it's a good break.
Eh, any break with Taco Bell's a good break.
No, I haven't had
These
Taco
were-
Bell.
I haven't had it in a while.
They finally made
Yeah.
Taco Bell gluten free again, so I could actually maybe
Oh,
go eat from there.
That's good.
I love this music. It just makes me, you know, that one episode of South Park where they're playing music like this and Kenny's just dancing. That's me.
Let's see. It's not. It's not giving me options to repeat now. The bots change. Maybe it'll still shuffle, but I hope it doesn't shuffle the battle music.
Is
but
it
we'll
giving
find
me
out.
buttons? Do you know?
Oh,
It's just giving me thumbs up and thumbs down, but that's okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Regardless,
we had that issue yesterday.
you see all of these doors with different colored mats out front, and you see all of the dancers have just a color where instead of like a name tag. So you catch a glimpse of the dancer in the middle. She is just yellow. Person at the bar who's the gentleman at the bar who's eyeing all of you is it red? I forget. Purple. And you can hear, or you see in the back some motion in the room where the the carpet goes, and you suspect there are more dancers in the back. Luscious will say, if you'd like the services of any of my dancers, all you have to do is talk to your barkeep and they can hook you up. Literally.
Deep sigh.
Marlo surveys the room for hooks, meat hooks.
I might have to do some explaining here.
We cater to all types. All are welcome as long as you follow our rules. There will be no issues. If you don't follow our rules, well, we'll have to kick you out, and then that will be very embarrassing for everybody involved. But mostly you, because you won't be in here anymore.
That's fair. I don't think you'll have to worry about that. Our group is well behaved for the most part.
Thumbs up.
Now, Mr. Sebastian is an old dear friend of mine, so if you need anything in the world, just come to Luscious and let me know how I can help.
Of course. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course, and you have the best suite in the hotel. So enjoy
Wonderful.
yourself.
Thank you.
Appreciated.
Let's
I do
possibly
go to the barkeep and say, can you get a bottle of wine sent to my suite, please?
I say, of course I can. That'll be
Also-
a bottle of wine. What vintage would you want?
Doesn't matter. As long as it's a nice wine that's inexpensive.
Nice. I can do nice wine, or I can do inexpensive wine. I can't do both.
Nice wine.
That will be 200 gold pieces.
Oh, not that. I mean cheap. Sorry.
That will be 10 gold pieces.
That's better. Sorry. It's been a while since I've been society again. Also, baths are already in there. I can set it up myself.
Oh, absolutely, hon.
Thank you. And I give him 10 gold plus 5 for a tip.
He takes it and, oh, thank you.
Of course.
Do you require glasses? Multiple? One? None?
None.
Very well, sir.
Actually, one. Just one.
Very well. It will be in your room as soon as you are up.
Thank you.
The party goes to the room. I will just keep you guys here for the moment. Your room upstairs, it's like, you know, those like cliche honeymoon suites or whatever.
Is it a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the bed is like a giant heart. There's
Yay!
like rose petals everywhere leading.
It lo-
Shuffle is dead again, so
It's not looping
Fine.
anymore. I think what happened was they updated it because a lot of people are using it now, because there's a thing where you have to go and give it a positive review once every 12 hours for it to loop for you.
oh well, I'm not
Hate-
doing that, so
hate
I guess
that.
I'm never using
Yeah.
Shuffle again. Cool. I will pull up music then for my channel.
Where are there mirrors on the ceiling?
Oh yes, there's at least over the bed. There are mirrors. Let's see. The tub is also in the shape of a heart, and it has like lots of bubbly. It's like, you know, bubble bath has already been poured. It's nice and warm in here. There's steam that like that's already like condensed onto the mirror, and someone wrote in the like the mist or the fog or whatever on the mirror, enjoy your stay, with a bunch of like XOXOXO and hearts.
Oleandra is living for this.
Why did we get this? Why did we get this?
Sebastian.
That tracks.
Why is there a mirror above the bathtub?
I could explain it to you, but I think
And the
it
bed
might.
too.
Maybe it's to make sure you clean yourself properly. I
No,
don't know.
darling.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
maybe.
Do you know what a body house is? Do you know what this place is?
Unfortunately, I
graveyard?
do.
I thought
No,
they
no,
called
like
those
Body
morgues.
house? Like a
A-
crypt?
A
BAWDY.
crypt. Yeah.
More like
Yeah.
how do I explain this?
Okay,
More
smart.
like, people come here to have sex, Marlo.
Oh, just like in the books I read. Got it.
Yes, like your naughty poetry. I figured you might know.
She will say, "Can I read those books?"
I turned it in already at the library. Sorry.
What library?
It was
Champion.
before we left Campion. I had taken out a book that I returned.
Do you think the Capitol has a library that has books like that?
I mean, maybe. Luscious would know.
They
We could have some in the back. Who knows?
Actually, speaking of that, why don't you all of you make me perception checks?
What do I? I'm not sure I want to perceive.
If you want to close your
Joe's
eyes,
just
Clove, you can close your
pretending
eyes.
To nod.
No, this is the one perception check I pass.
You guys do find, Oleandra, you're like too busy explaining like
Natural 20.
what fucking sex is to like the children in front of you to notice. But there is a lot of erotic literature lying around. There's plenty of condoms and whatnot and pills of various natures laid out. There's water. The wine has already been brought up. It's been decorked, but there's a special stop in it now that has a big ol' that has the symbol of the woman blowing a kiss on the stem. And Aranis, with your nat 20, you notice cleverly etched into like everything so that it like blends in like with just like the wood carvings and like the decor is just various like nude stills of Luscious just like hidden within the different artwork.
I grimace. Well, should we talk about
with a
what
nat 20 you
happened?
also hear people having sex to your in the suite to your next to you and on both sides of you?
Unfortunate.
Although granted it was very hard to hear. And like at first you're just like, what is that?
Unfortunately.
Like, what is that sound? And you're like, oh wait, that's what that is. It's almost like a low thumping to the point where you're just like, oh, it's the band downstairs. But nope.
So, I can tell you what happened.
Yes, I mean. very much.
Firstly, I'm gonna go over the tub. I assume like there's at least a water basin before the tub, like easy wash. I take off the armor, take off my shirt, and I'm gonna like clean my back because like there's probably some mess there.
You
like
need
wipe
help.
down. No.
There is plenty of soap to choose from. At this point, it's what do you want Aranis to smell like? Your choices are rose, lavender,
Sandalwood.
Sandalwood, honey vanilla.
I do like me some sandalwood. So he's gonna use that. He's gonna do the sandalwood and like he's just wiping down. When I entered the room, of course I talked with the minister. But then he quickly left and I could sense something was about to happen and Lark appeared behind me with a divine dagger of some sort of Shatar. Stabbed me. Threatened to do the same to all of you should I not comply. He asked questions. Asked about confirming the things we have experienced in our adventures. About the Cult of Whispers and the Panther. He was a friend of your mayor. Looks at Oleandra and Marlowe.
Not my mayor, darling.
Was he not your mayor? You worked for him.
I didn't vote for the man. I'm making a joke. Sorry.
Oh.
Well, in
but
this society, mayors are appointed by the emperor, so no one votes for them.
But He just continues. He was confirming everything that we have done, meaning we have been watched from the moment we left Campion the first time. He's looking to dismantle the Cult of Whispers, it seems. Claims to fight for the greater good. And I persuaded them that we are more useful to him alive than as his enemies.
I wonder if they're like, did they intercept the information from you, and now it's not going to go to the proper officials?
I have a feeling we will get the proper information in the right place, but he blackmailed the minister to have a one-on-one chat with me. He said some things that were interesting to hear, but as odd as it may sound, he may not be our enemy any longer.
To
Should we work
add
for him?
to everything
Yeah.
you've said, you would have gotten the impression during that interrogation that Lark seemed like he was desperately hoping that you guys knew or had connection to the cult. Like, you got the impression that, like, you know, and especially with, you know, how he went specifically himself to interrogate you guys about this information, and like the information you provided, while some of it was useful, a lot of
It's
it was
not
just
what
like
he wanted.
not helpful if you're looking for, you know, answers or location or whatever. It seemed like he was really hoping that you guys
We're his problem. We're the problem.
were
that he was
at least
trying to-
or at least part of the problem or connected to the problem.
Yeah. And I'll relay that too. Also, aside from that, he seemed sloppy a little bit. Like, this isn't always... He doesn't always come to the forefront like this. To me, he seems like a mastermind in the shadows kind of figure. For him to come to us directly means that things are changing.
Well, I mean, at this point, or is it like, I mean, not to sound like a total wimp more than usual, but is it like, you know, we've completed our quest, you know, we did what was asked of us. Do we still want to keep our, you know, hooves in this cow pie? That's an expression from the
Unfortunately-
farm.
Unfortunately, I do not think we have a choice in that matter.
I
We have
think
made
right.
we have made enemies on both sides. The Cult of Whispers, the Thieves Guild, and I did offer our services to him, primarily mine.
Did they take it up?
He seems interested in what we can work together on. But he told me something that was intriguing. He told me to go visit my family, that I'll figure out
Sounds
what...
like a threat, right?
He told me I would figure out what I need to do next from that. He also mentioned that I might not know certain things.
That's not ominous at all.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty direct threat against your family.
I don't know if it's a direct threat against his family, but I don't know. It does seem strange.
So that's why I wanted to go to the estate today, but we can wait until tomorrow.
I think honestly, you need to get cleaned up and heal before you go do anything.
Well, I figured I would also do some cleaning up there as well.
That's fair.
But to once again tell you, Clove, I don't think we have a choice, unfortunately. And he said, and well, I fully don't believe him just yet. I don't think Lark is our enemy. he seems to want to destroy this cult of whispers, who do seem to be genuinely, as much as I hate to say it, evil druids. And he knew of Lily and her son, and he did not care.
Well, he
He said-
likely knew that they're not a threat.
He doesn't think that they're threats, but he thinks that there was someone like me, that there was someone in Campion hiding amongst them. A mole, perhaps.
Interesting. I don't know who it could be. But,
Mm.
you know, there aren't that many people in Campion.
Mm.
Wasn't there the guy that kind of left the place with the mayor, then, didn't come back?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. That's a thought.
And he
Because as
wasn't
far-
from around there.
As far as we know.
She will say, but if he was a druid, he could have just wild shaped back, and they wouldn't have ever seen him come back into Campion.
Exactly.
I suppose that's true. Maybe. It's been a long journey. I don't know I don't know. It's just odd all around. And it's tough to know what is tough to know what is right in this iteration.
Exactly. But I think we should take this time, as most of us have kin in the capital, see our families, evaluate, prepare. Then we'll check back in with the ministry about the mayor, what we're to do next.
On a similar note, this tome we found, it's kind of been weighing down my pack, metaphorically and physically.
Mm.
It's
Have you been walking with that book out and not in the bag of holding?
oh, I
You
didn't
kept
even know we
it
had a
was in
bag
the-
of holding.
We did.
Yeah,
and
you
put it
got
in
a
there.
bag of holding when Joe joined the party.
Oh,
That's
sure.
And
definitely-
you've been keeping it in there. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we put it-
I because if you haven't, I need to make a lot of rolls for your
Oh,
travels.
Yeah, it's been in a safe
Yeah.
place.
I literally, I wouldn't have been, out and
Yeah, yeah.
exposed even if I didn't know, but...
Uh,
it's been weighing down my pack just metaphorically then. Do we want
You've been weighing
to
on your mind,
tell
huh?
someone about it? I don't know what to do with it, and
I
I
think
don't
we
think
should
any
just
of you
Hmm?
just do what
That's-
with it, Oleandra?
Sorry, leave it alone.
Just keep carrying it around?
I agree.
Better than doing certain things.
Precisely. A
Well,
dangerous artifact. If we were to show that to others, it might try and attack them like it attacked you, Clove.
sure,
In
but
ti-
if we get murdered, then it's just as dangerous.
But in due time, there is something I will be able to do. Looks at my class. If we hold on to it until then, I will be able to properly deal with it. Until we gotta wait until I get to knife level, by the way, for that. I can basically I can see visions from it and stuff. It's an ability called Grim Psychometry, so I can
Yeah.
basically
Oh, yeah, no.
analyze an image, analyze an object, see the history around it.
I mean,
Clone
I
uncertain.
I do need to drop something off at the Tome Seekers. I could just ask to read about stuff about Ladar, and maybe we can figure something out about it.
That's not a bad idea. I
Possibly.
think researching it, preparing.
You don't think they would be suspicious, do you?
Just requisition some books. Just say, I'm eager to learn more. I'm just an initiate, so
Don't the Tome Seekers generally favor reaching Ladar? He is a figure.
Oh yeah,
of
they
quite-
love the guy.
Yeah,
I don't get it honestly,
exactly.
but yeah, they love
yeah,
the guy.
to continue off the point, it's almost like they idolize Ladar. Like they are trying to emulate, the greatness that Ladar was able to achieve in his lifetime. Like asking the Tome Seekers for a book about Ladar is like asking, or if they have a book on Ladar, is like asking a library if they have books. Like the answer is going to be yes.
Yeah. I think it's a good call. Gather materials, research, and self-contain until we can like get a good big old wizard ally and be like, hey,
And just
help
as a
us.
refresher, like outside of the Tome Seekers, Ladar are generally considered evil, bad, good, neutral. Like, what's their
Roll
domain
me a
again?
religion check.
Because our encounters have been very negative, so I'm surprised to hear that people are like, "Yeah, he's a cool dude." No.
Oh, and we can probably look into your funky hand too.
That's true.
I want you to take me to
I rolled
Funky.
stinky.
With a 9, yeah, you think they're like some of the the churches like don't like him as much, but he's known as the false god, so that's probably why. Something to do with that.
Do you mind if I make a religion check?
Go for it.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know
13.
what the hype is about. Like, I know I'm a Tome Seeker, but
With a 13, you basically know the same information. You would probably need to research to know more.
Makes sense.
The party is able to clean up Aranis, treat his wounds, and although perhaps slightly awkward, there is enough room on the bed for everyone to sleep on it. It is a very large bed, as you have the executive suite. The party is able to get a beautiful long rest.
In the middle of the night, I will heat up the bath while everyone is passed out, and I will get in there, take an hour-long soak.
I'm surprised to see Marlo was sleeping in the bath.
Yeah, I gently remove him, put a blanket on him, and then I will drink most of the bottle of wine while I'm in the bath, and then I will sleep on the floor.
Oleandra probably took the first bath, to be frank.
Oh, no,
Like-
Marlo was using it as a bed. He wasn't taking a bath. He was using it as a
So the people who slept on the
Mine's in my
bed
phone.
and not the floor or the tub would be Oleandra, Clove, Gel, and she.
Aranis, do you sleep on the bed too?
He said floor after, unless you want to change your mind to
Yeah.
the bed now. Whatever your character would do.
Does it affect the long rest at all, or are we just?
I
is it just-
cannot answer that.
Gel
It's a simple. What would
Really,
your character
like-
do?
sleep at the foot of the bed across horizontal.
I would take out my bedroll, because I do have a bedroll, and I would set that up and sleep in that for the night.
You got it. Everyone who slept on the bed for the next 24 hours, you get advantage on charisma checks when it
Nice.
comes to seduction.
Oh. Oleandra
Gel
will use
will never
Oleandra's
use
like-
that.
Oleandra's like, I will make the DM regret this decision.
Oh no!
You,
Aranis wakes up. Why do I feel like someone's going to kill me?
the party wakes up the next day. It's pretty early in the morning. You come downstairs and you're able to get breakfast. It is pretty overpriced, but however, this has been paid for by Sebastian. So while you see the shocking price, Luscious comes up to you and says, "Don't you worry, darlings. It's all been taken care of by sweet old Sebastian. Now, I know you're probably seeing these prices from being all the way from camping. Might seem a little high. But that's because I make sure my dancers and sleepers are paid handsomely for the services they provide.
Fair.
As well they should be. It's not an easy job.
Oh, it is not, because you have to be she starts last time on your game. It takes all types. Now, honeys, is there anything I can do for you today? You have this suite, by the way, for the next week.
Oh, wonderful. Good to know.
Where can I buy a straight razor?
If you need a straight razor to shave, we can provide that for you.
Yes, I would. I'm gonna be taking it on the go. I'm visiting home, and I have some things there to better deal with things.
I'm sure one of my dancers in the back has a razor that they can loan you. She gestures to one of the dancers, talks to them. Eventually, you see this gentleman come back and hand over a straight razor to Luscious, who then hands it to you.
Thank you, and I put it in my cloak pocket.
The dancer will wink at you, Aranis, and walk away.
So we will be going to the Allcrest estate today, if that is all right with you. I figure we can ask my father for support, possibly, just to, amongst other things. And I need to see if I can access our forge. I have a weapon I would like to strengthen, perhaps.
Okay.
That I might need your help with, Clove, possibly. And if any of you need any weapons made and we have access to the forge, I would not mind helping you. I'm a bit rusty, but I was taught in the ways of the forge by my father, and my mother gave me magic lessons.
Yes, ever since I switched from my slingshot into more fire, I have freed up one of my infusions.
I would like to visit my family at some point as well, so not today, obviously, but maybe sometime in the
Same.
future.
I feel like I have something to clear up.
Smile.
Mhm,
All right.
yes, yes.
As you guys exit, your driver, Adjoy,
I
is
scream.
ready and waiting for you. Hello, lovelies. Where are we going today?
Allcrest Estate.
Oh, Chris, I said, no idea what you're talking about. You know where within the capital it is?
Where is it?
You're able to give the address.
Yeah, I give the address. I don't know if it has changed. I have not been here in some time. But should we find the Allcrest Forge, it shouldn't be too far away from there.
Oh, I'm not too familiar with it, but let me plug it into my GPS, and he takes out a crystal, and you see a from the inside of from the carriage, you see it just the crystal just gives a tiny little arrow, and every once in a while just points away to turn.
It's Crazy Taxi. No.
Oh god.
And he begins taking you to the Allcrest Manor. Aranis, I would like you to describe for everyone the Allcrest Manor.
Snack. Okay. Give me a second. I'm changing my music to something a little more subdued. It's all too happy. We need to be a little mid. So arriving, we do.
I just want you to describe as you remember it.
Yeah. There is definitely a building not too far from it, which is the forge. It's kind of like a factory, and that's where the workers are. That's where father would work. And coming up to the estate, the new one, because the old one burned up, it's a 3-story estate. Not too crazy. It's pretty modest, but it just has their coat of arms, and it's got basic. It's got a basic fountain in the front. Other than that, it's just a pretty blues and grays, pretty substandard.
Excellent.
As far as he remembers it.
Let me start some music, and I will take us to that map.
So is Ernest describing what it looks like to us?
I don't know.
I would say over the course of your journey, Ernest has in some way described
Probably
the
to help
Allcrest Manor.
add your.
Okay.
And has your father been responding to your letters?
Oh, I make sure he doesn't. I never give him a forwarding address, as I have lived most of the past few decades on the road.
And do you know that if he's getting your letters at all?
I send them where I remember to send them.
Hmm.
I'm
Are
at
any of you-
98%. I'm
Okay,
nervous.
you guys are all loading it still.
Yeah, I'm at 98. I had a refresh last time.
Guys, we're just gonna commit on some ruins.
Yeah,
I bet
nobody
you
else
know.
is loaded in, which is
I'm gonna
We can just look
refresh.
at the stream.
okay. Yeah, refresh, see if anything happens.
It might be because we're all loading at the same time, though. Traffic.
Well, it might be on my end too if it's like messing up. So I can always take us to.
Oh, I went to reload and now it's just gray screen
Okay,
of death.
let me activate the travel map that you've all been to.
Oh, see, now it's loading.
There we go,
It
I
stays
got
on
it.
the gray screen for a bit, and then it reloads in.
Yep, I'm loading in.
Nope, I'm still just on a blank screen.
98.
Hmm.
I'm almost there.
Maybe I'll try to relog into the game.
Weird.
I'm just gonna relog in.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Just taking us to the travel map now to
Yeah, it's not finding anything for me.
weird. I'm gonna reset things on my end because I don't even see.
I
it.
just loaded in.
How are you even there? Okay, I need to reload on my end because I've activated the travel map, and you're
Okay.
on Allcrest Manor map. So
I am.
I
let
I got a
me.
pop-up saying, "Oh, you can't switch scenes until the first scene finishes loading."
Okay.
Oh, I just got it. I'm good.
Yep, I'm in.
Got to the
I'm
travel.
still at 98. I'll have to. Yeah, I think yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, there we go. Where am I? Oh, it's at 100. Oh, there we go. I'm at the map now.
All right. So the only person who's not is Izzy.
And
No, Izzy said she's
yeah.
in.
I'm on the travel map if that's where we all are.
There's
No.
It says Alcris Manor for us.
No,
Nope,
but
I'm still-
Izzy is on the travel map though, which is bizarre.
I'm also on the travel map.
You're
Yeah,
also
it's
and
just two of us.
okay. We're gonna last try. We're gonna everyone's gonna come to.
The brothel.
What the hell is going on? Okay, I'm gonna just restart things on my end because I think that'll be
Easier.
So wait, 2 seconds. I'm just gonna close everything and reload everything.
Okay.
Gonna clove everything.
Guys, I got a peek of the map. Yeah, this is about what I expected.
Yeah. I'm having fun.
Yes, I am as well.
Can't use something, Nakura.
Okay, hold on. Where?
Oh, oops.
Oh, in Discord? Yeah, I saw it. It looked good.
Okay.
It looks good.
Okay.
Okay. Reloading.
Okay, you should be good to then.
Okay.
Okay, I'll log back in.
Okay. Yep. All right. Hurt me.
You have to pay me for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you do that at the brothel.
Let me
dear.
know when everyone is back in.
I'm back in the brothel.
I'm
Which I
at the
figures where you
brothel.
wanted us to be.
Almost loaded in.
98 on the brothel. I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm
shortly,
almost
I'm
in.
sure.
Yeah, and worst comes to worst, I could just stream.
Oleandra's unarmed strike.
I
How
was
did
just
you do
fucking-
that?
I accidentally clicked it. I was scrolling by it.
Why? It's not showing me, you guys. That's so weird. Huh.
A true mystery.
Foundry just might be like
Kaput.
shit in the bed. Okay. I'm gonna take us to Crest. Oh. Yeah, like I don't have any of your dots on to indicate that you guys have loaded in.
Yeah, I'm still loading it at 98%. Oh, there we are. I'm in. I'm in the
There we
I'm
go.
in the
That's
brothel.
the brothel.
Yep, I'm in the brothel.
Still loading.
I'm at the.
It's
I'm
like
loading
we're
the
in a
manor
queue.
now.
It feels when we're loading. in.
Yeah.
Weird.
It might be because you never know with Foundry. It's a fickle mistress.
Well,
it
while
seems.
it's loading in, I will describe to you, Ernest, what you see.
Oh, watch the stream.
Ernest, as you get close to your child at home, you see everything is in disarray. There, even the gate that surrounds your home, it has breakages in it. Perhaps they're like looters at some point. The manor itself appears pretty run down, decrepit. It's not been taken care of. There's evidence of an old fire, perhaps.
Yep.
You see in some parts of the manor, it looks like even the roof has possibly collapsed.
I'm in.
Let's see.
Yep, I'm almost in too.
Swippin is in on the hotel, but I've loaded the manor, so I don't know what's happening.
Oh, I'm in the manor.
Yeah,
I can see the manor.
I'm in.
Oh, now you
Move my
are.
token.
So
Okay.
who's? Oh, cool. Who's not at the manor?
Skunky.
Koi?
I'm here.
Koi and Skunky. Okay. Well,
I
hopefully.
mean,
I'm
I haven't loaded in though. Like it
It's
says.
still
Oh, no, I
showing
have.
the
Now I
game
have.
as
I said
pause.
Ernest, I want you to roll me a perception check.
This doesn't feel right. Any advantages or disadvantages I should know about?
I'll give you. This is your home. I'll give you advantage.
14.
With a 14, you notice to the right side of the estate, not only is the fountain, empty, no water in it, is there used to be a statue on top too that's just not there anymore. You see what looks like old smithing gear, supplies, and even what looks like a large forge just like out in the open that hasn't been used in quite some time. Almost like it was deposited there and like left.
This is the old home. Now this should be the new one. This is where we came after the fire. I try it for the gate. Does it open?
The gate is locked. However, when you try to open it, it opens.
For the first time, Aranis walks in first.
All right, well, you all have fun. I'll just be waiting
That's
out here
pretty
with your ride. It's a lovely place you got here, sir. Lovely manor. I can see why you're staying at the hotel.
No, this isn't. This is
Aranis,
not correct. This
I'm
is wrong.
hoping that this is not what you remember.
This is the old home. This is the one that burned up. This is old. We moved to a new home.
Well, where is it?
This is where I remember the address being. Are there any passerby in the street?
There's like the odd person here or there. Your manor is sort of like an eyesore on the street.
Mhm.
Everything
Uh,
else is much nicer than this place.
Next person that walks by, excuse me.
Yeah?
What happened to the Oldcrest Manor? Where is Wyatt Oldcrest?
I'm gonna roll. Let's see if they know.
Ooh.
Oh, the crazy guy that lives in there? I don't know. As far as I know, he's still there.
What do you mean? What?
I don't know. He just like went crazy when his wife died or something.
They. And then he's just stammering and he walks forward. And he pushes past Gel and Clove and goes up to the door and bangs on it hard.
Roll me a perception check.
Uh,
You do see as you get up to the door, your family crest on those banners. It's pretty. They're like shredded. Like you can barely tell it's your family's crest.
Natural one.
You're just like you're in your own head now. You're just banging on the door like bang, 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 bang. After about like a minute of you banging on the door, it opens and you see an older half-elf gentleman who you would know as Wyatt Allcrest.
Oh, that's not hurt. Oh, he's old. Oh no.
Look. I didn't. Who? Oh my God! Moving everywhere. He said, who are you? Go away.
Let me in.
Father.
Are you Skunky? Are you not in the map?
I can't get through the gate.
Did you open it?
I tried.
You're in. I see you moving right now.
I pulled him in. Yeah, I think Foundry might be having issues because some of y'all are kind of stuttery. So, or it could be my end. You know, good old Spectrum. Anyway, so what did you say to your father?
I said, Father, it's me, Dimitri.
Dimitri, did you bring the medicine for your mother? Please come in and the servants. I'll have the servants come. To get the medicine.
I just noticed he has burns on his face too. The detail. Oh, you motherfucker!
As you enter your home, it's been torn apart. Everything's been like the best you can guess is things have been taken and like sold or something like that. There's dirt and grime everywhere. Alcohol bottles broken. Like the stove from your kitchen is like broken and like just hanging out over here. You know, you don't even remember what room this is from, but it looks like some sort of like cabinet or desk or something like that. You see to your left a broken chair and with a open bottle next to it. You think that's possibly where your father's been spending all his days, just mumbling to himself, maybe playing cards, or reading this broken, torn book. And he's, oh, where's the servants? Where are they? He starts like stamping his feet. Servants, where's the butler? They don't listen anymore. He goes like over to the table, starts like trying to like put it back upright, but it like is missing like two legs, so it keeps falling over, but he keeps trying.
Oh, Father, calm down, please.
Who are you?
Me, Dimitri.
I had a boy named Dimitri.
What? When did you last see Dimitri?
Oh, you, Dimitri. Oh, I told Dimitri to get his mother's medicine. That was a few days ago, I think. Where have you been, boy?
And he looks visibly older than...
He looks old, frail, sickly.
Yeah, because last Aranis knew he was not that bad. Yeah. And he's got burns on his face, don't he? Because I can kind of see, like... Ooh, yikes. This... What happened to you? What? It's only been 20 years?
I don't know what you're talking about, boy. Where's the servants? He, like, calls and, like, flails around a bit. Like, I need a drink. That's what I need. Goes over and starts drinking heavily from the open wine bottle.
Last we saw each other, I had finished my training. I sealed away the power, and you gave me Mother's cloak, and I show my cloak, and you gave me these, and I show the short swords.
Well, he like goes up to you and looks at he like kind of roughly, shakily grabs the cloak, and then the sword's like, this is your mother's, and I made these swords, didn't I?
Yes. And then I kept sending letters. I sent letters here.
There are always letters coming. Letters, more bills to pay, more. He just starts drinking more from the bottle.
Aranis, with your permission, I could look over them medically.
Aranis just backs up a little bit.
Excuse me, sir. Do you mind if I just look you over real quick?
Who are you? I'm not selling. You can fuck right off. I'm not selling you a thing.
He wants to help you, Father. Please, just...
Oh, they all want to help me, poor old Lord Outcrest. Make me a medicine check.
Alright, 16.
With the 16, it's a little hard to tell what's wrong with him. I mean, part of it's age. You can tell that he's not in, the right state of mind. Given what you overheard on the street, what happens sometimes when someone's loved one has passed, and especially if they're on in years, they just like sort of begin to like lose themselves. And, to the best of your knowledge, with what you see before you, given that this man, lost his wife as well as, his son left, there's no one there to like hold him down, ground him to reality, and he solely just like lost himself.
I don't think so, but do I get the sense lesser restoration would help at all? Because it seems more mental than anything physical. So I would assume
roll me an Arcana check.
Sure. I think greater restoration is the one that specifically mentions madness and things like that. 17.
You think it's possible greater restoration might be able to do something. Lesser restoration, probably not. Greater restoration, it's possible, but it could also just be a temporary thing. If he's it might just stop it briefly, but like if his mind is in this state,
cure,
yeah,
but...
Yeah.
clarity for a moment.
Yeah, brief clarity at least.
I'll turn back to Ernest and be, well, it's nothing physical, as far as I can tell.
Are you done manhandling me? You like sort of. Where are the servants? I need more wine.
You don't need more wine.
They're supposed to bring me more wine. I have to drink a bottle. So I remember I must drink the bottle, just drink the bottle.
And this
No,
is the day
you don't.
after yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Like we slept at the day after yesterday. Of course, it's
Yeah.
the day after yesterday.
Is
What a
It
dumb
is in fact the
question.
day after yesterday.
What a dumb question.
Aranis looks at everyone.
Oh, my potion just.
Who told you to drink the bottle?
Was it a woman with purple hair and purple eyes, a drow?
Oh, they send me bottles. They want me to sell. They want me to sell the Allcrest Manor. I won't have it. Not over my dead body.
Look at you. Look at this. There is no manor.
Just wait. The servants just need to clean this place up.
There are no servants, father.
Who are you?
Aranis looks at everyone. What year is it?
Your friends might not be able to answer, but I can.
I was able to say.
Opening
year.
opening up notes. Actually, this might be in your aftermath.
I think it is.
Is
Like the hook.
It's like 997 post collapse. I think 997 post collapse. Aftermath.
Correct. 997 post collapse.
Yeah, all right. I know my own lore. Good. Always good when you know your own lore. Perfect.
Now, DM, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
What year does Dimitri think it is?
You are not asking the correct question.
Oh no.
But you're on the right track. Your father will sort of like just like kind of stumble a bit, like, oh, I need to sit down. He sits down and starts like, you see he like his head starts bobbing a bit, and he quickly like kind of falls asleep.
There's a book on the counter.
Looking at that book, it is a fictional. It's a book of fiction. It's a fictional tale from your childhood. Basically, it's like what's the time here? It's the brave knight and the trapped princess. You know, it's a book that was read to you as a child. Like, you know, it's not high literature by any means. Like, this is not something that, you know, an adult would read and be just like, oh, what a great story. This is something you'd read to, like, you know, young children, like maybe up to 10. You know, there's even pictures in it, you know, doodled in.
I'm gonna go over to this door.
Sure thing. Opening the door, you see the stairwell that takes you to the upper floors has collapsed completely.
Was my room upstairs or downstairs?
Your room was upstairs. However, given the state of things, you wouldn't be surprised if things have moved around. You do, however, remember that given your mother's illness, her room was moved down to your left here.
I open this door.
Opening the door, you see a room that doesn't look like it's been entered in quite some time. You see an empty bed that's not even made anymore, a slightly broken stool up by the foot of the bed. Likely, I mean, you remember your father would sit there reading to your mom when she was sick, and you would sometimes do the same, although you were younger, so, you know, not as much that you could do. And you see then these two dressers appear. Just gonna bring in. Is the party gonna follow Aranis or just give him space?
Follow.
Follow?
Like,
Follow.
in the
Jel
same
does not
room.
know what is polite or not, so Jel just keeps following Aranis.
She will follow
well,
her
it's-
best friend
Stay in
Aranis.
the same room, but not be like digging around.
Mm-hmm.
I look around.
Which room is it? This room.
Aranis, looking out the window there, you can see a lone grave.
Oh no!
How's the window looking? Is it intact? Is it damaged?
The window has a small crack in it. Nothing too big.
Yeah, I break the window.
You break the window. Okay. Actually, give me a second here. Maybe I can actually fucking.
You put a door on it.
No, I just deleted the window. There. So
Okay.
you can now move in and out.
Like, they'll come in, and Aranis punches it with his fist just straight up to open it.
Jel will just kind of look at Clove.
His bags drop to, like, his bag
Mhm,
drops
his-
to the,
yeah.
like, ground.
You break the window. It is a large window, so you can easily fit through. Roll me a dexterity saving throw to not cut yourself on the shards of glass.
Can I have disadvantage? Because I feel like he would be...
If you would if you don't care, then yeah, it's gonna be like, you know, a D4 of damage.
Yeah, he just
So
goes through...
you take 1 damage. Did you even?
And, like,
Yeah,
blood,
so-
the blood on the glass starts to lick with flame as he just walks over.
You walk over and you find your mother's grave. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, dear. Natural 20.
Okay. Natural 20. All right, you notice. Here are the things that you immediately notice. You see your mother's name on the headstone. You also see your mother's dates, like birth and death, have been scratched out. Like they were carved in at some point, they were scratched out or torn off. The flowers on the grave are relatively fresh, as in someone has been coming to this grave with at least some consistency to put a fresh flower there. So this can at most be a couple days old. The flower still looks relatively healthy. Well,
Clove,
for being cut off.
Clove, do you have mending?
I don't think so. I have only like 2
Oof.
cantrips.
If I were
Plus, I
to
don't
take
think-
paper from his... If Aranis were to take paper from his book, would he be able to stencil it, try and get, like, the pressings off of it to figure out the date?
With a nat 20, I'll say you can do that. Give me 1 moment to consult my notes. Aranis, how old were you when you left home?
Looks at my backstory. Here, give me 1 second.
In your
At-
backstory, you said around the age of 20, you
At
got your
age-
title of
Yep.
Aranis.
Yep.
Nell.
At the age of 10 was when the incident happened. And then at 15, he started training with the Blood Hunters. And then at 20, he basically graduated from the training.
At what point would you say that you then left home for good?
Around that same time, he came back. And his father gave him his short swords and his cloak. So 20 years old was when he did that.
And how old are you currently? In your document, you say age 70s question mark. I didn't know if you still are you. So has it been 50 years?
Aranis doesn't know exactly how old he is because of his memory issues.
Well, I'll say. My question then for you is this: how many years ago do you think it was when you left the capital?
He thinks it's only been 20.
This grave is 30 years old.
Ooh.
So you get the date of the 10th day of the cold season, or cold season, snow season, winter season, whatever you want to call it. 10th day of the winter season, 9, 6, 7.
Oh, this isn't right. This isn't right. And I just go back through the window, taking another deep.
Oleandra's rolling on the ground.
Oh yeah, she's upside down.
Would you like me to fix you?
Yeah, my computer keeps doing weird shit.
But Aranis will walk back through the window. This isn't right. No, this isn't right.
Are you all right?
Darling, what's happening?
This isn't what it was supposed to be. This shouldn't be this old. I only left 20 years ago. And it's been more than that.
How many more?
About 10 more, but he's still messed up in the head right now.
Aranis, I need you to breathe for me.
Aranis, as you come back inside, roll me another perception check. Yeah, just flat perception.
18.
You notice that there appears to be a lot of loose papers in this drawer over here that you didn't quite see as you came in because you weren't facing that way.
I just fling the door open in a manic state.
Fling the door open.
At the cupboard, yeah.
Let's see. Roll me an investigation check, and you can have advantage with help if you'd like, from someone giving you help.
Please.
Sure.
Or someone can help you investigate for you.
Can I
23
as well?
23 is sufficient. Okay. Now, this is where I hope you won't be offended that I did this, but given the races that you described your mother and father, you find your adoption papers in here, as you're an Asimar, and you describe your father as a half-elf and your mother as an heir Ganassi.
Ooh.
So you found your adoption papers, which are signed by your mother and father, which are... would have been
like bio parents or adopted parents.
Adopted, like your
yeah. Wyatt and Octavia.
Yeah, so yeah, they signed it to have you as their child. And with that, it is your birth date is does not line up with what you told Lark. You, given the information that your birth date on this is accurate, you would be, I believe, around 65. So, in your lost time, you said worst case scenario, I think, was that 70 year. So,
Yeah.
but you're still older than you thought you were. Going through more papers, you see the sale of the smithy and all the tools. You see foreclosure letters, bank loan statements, a lot of bills in regards to your mother's health. You see papers and bills in regards to damage to the estate from a freak fire accident. You don't see any evidence that you ever moved, which is confusing to you a bit, but perhaps, those papers might not even exist. With your high investigation,
And he's just
however,
throwing these papers out. He's just throwing
Yeah.
them after he reads each one.
with your high investigation, you see that tucked far away in the cabinet, almost like hidden. This was hidden in the cabinet. A paper, the best paper there for in terms of like its quality, because it was saved, is a binding agreement or contract that seems to state basically to the effect of Dimitri will go into the service of the Crimson Sect in return for medicine and treatment for your mother, and it seems and there's all these waivers. Basically, it looks like you and your father both have signatures on this. Basically, it looks like signing yourself up to be a subject for medical experiments. The person who on the other side of this deal who signed is a person by the name of Chadra Abair.
Motherfucking Chadra.
Guess who's back again.
One final thing you see, the seal that is on this paper, like the official seal, is the seal of the Mages Guild.
Weird.
This seal is next to Chadra's name. So it would imply that she is a member of the Mages Guild. Likely, given that she was the one signing this, higher up.
Did you find anything interesting?
He's just shell-shocked, stunned, breathing heavily.
Ernest, darling, I need you to relax. What happened? What have you found?
It's all a lie.
What is?
Everything! I was not even their child. I was adopted.
What?
And the Crimson Sect didn't come to help me. Because of what happened, I was signed over by Wyatt to get medicine for my mother. And Chadra, the woman who did that to me, she was the one that signed that agreement for experiments.
May I see that?
He shows it.
Looking at the paper, Oleandra, you see when with all the papers around you, you see that on the paper, and this is assuming that Aranis or Dimitri was not coerced in some way, which you have no way of knowing. But given the time that this happened, it is at least possible, might not be feasible, but perhaps it's possible that Dimitri did willingly sign himself up for this in order for the medicine. Like, he would have been old enough. He wasn't like an infant that the dad's just like, well, fuck this kid, you know, go test on this kid. Like, let me save my wife.
Yeah.
He would have been at least around 17 or 18 at this time.
Okay. So,
Which, to you, Aranis, just fucks with shit more because that doesn't line up with your memories.
He grabs at his head and he's just...
However, at the same time, you're like, they're not my real mom and dad. But
Yup.
But you kind of knew that. But then at the same time, you're like, but no, I grew up with my biological mom and dad. But I grew up with these people. These people I know I grew up with.
I storm out of the room.
Dimitri.
I go over to Wyatt.
I'm gonna follow.
Wyatt is snoring rather loudly.
Wake up!
Who are you? Get out of my house!
I will, but you need to answer something for me.
Who are you?
Dimitri. Your adopted son.
Dimitri, did you bring Dimitri, did you bring the medicine for your
There
mother?
is no medicine.
Why did you bring the medicine, Dimitri?
I'll bring the medicine once you tell me this, if you can even remember it. I show him the adoption paper. Where did you get me?
I'm gonna roll.
Because I imagine it might be a little muddled, it might be a little messed up. Also, Aranis is literally Swippin's new Marlowe emote / the Percy meme right now.
Wyatt kind of like squints. Yeah, yes, you adopted, yes. We could. Your mother and I couldn't have children. I don't know if it was my fault or hers. It doesn't matter really, but we adopted you. Yeah.
Where from? In the capital?
Orphanage. You see, I mean, it does say the orphanage on it. It doesn't seem to like ring any bells for you. As far as it looks, you know, just an orphanage within the capital.
What's the name?
The name of the orphanage is the Brightweather Orphanage. He sort of will say, well, we had this conversation, boy, when you were like 5 years old. You know, we told you like, you know, we're not your real mom and dad, but we will always be your mother and father. We love you dearly.
Aranis just gets on his knees to level with Wyatt. And he's just gonna grab his hand with both his prosthetic and his normal, and he's gonna clasp it.
He's sort of trying to like drink his bottle of wine as you do so. He's like, he sort of like jostles it a bit as you do so. Make me a perception check. Yeah, I mean, his breath reeks of alcohol. You know, you don't think the alcohol is necessarily the cause of his condition, but it's probably not helping. But yeah, that's all you get from that. You continue.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to deal with this alone.
Well, I wasn't alone. I had the servants with me. Where are they? They need to... supper time, I think.
I'm going to talk with some people. I'm going to make sure you are taken care of.
I can take care of myself. I have the help. They're rather lazy today, he says, looking around, eyes not really seeing much. But usually they do a better job.
It'll be all right, Father. I'm sorry I wasn't a better son. I shouldn't have left you here.
Yeah. Do you know my son, Dimitri?
Yes.
Oh, what how wonderful! Is he doing well?
He is.
Good. Tell him he's late. His mother will make me scold him. I'm always the bad guy. But he's got to bring her medicine. Can't be late.
Yes. Do you mind if I grab some things for Dimitri?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Whatever he needs.
Thank you. Where's the restroom?
Not on this floor.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go into that other room over here. Oh dear. How the mighty
While
have
you're away,
fallen.
I'm just gonna look to the rest and be like, I wonder if the other personality was any more or less.
He did tell you that Aranis didn't know things and that he was protecting him.
He probably does, honestly. I find his alternate self somewhat distressing, but I have a feeling we can make contact with him if we must.
Hmm.
And in fact, maybe necessary next time he's out.
Yeah, Aranis is gonna take like 5 minutes to just cry alone in that room.
You got it.
Yeah. And then he's
In
gonna
this
come
room,
back out.
there's not much going on in that room. You see, just another broken bed. It looks like this room was torn apart and everything of value was taken.
Yeah.
Oleander hears it, but she leaves you for your. She knows you just need to cry.
Mm-hmm. He comes back out. Dang it, I can't do what I was gonna do here. I would like to go and freshen up as it's no longer possible here. But he does have he's sifted through whatever stuff was in Octavia's room that might have been his, and he took it with him.
All right, there wasn't much left. The most really you could have taken is, I guess technically you could have taken bed sheets if you wanted, or those papers, obviously, which I'm assuming you.
Oh,
just
he
took.
definitely
Yeah.
took those. But yeah, he gathers what is possible to gather. I'd like to go freshen up, please.
Aranis, is there anything we can do for you?
He just walks forward, takes in the entire mansion. I was late.
Later than you thought?
Very late.
Okay.
There is nothing here for me but ghosts now.
Party.
Well, your
I look
father
at Wyatt. I will see if Sebastian can get him taken care of.
I'm sure he would do his best for you.
Do you message Sebastian now?
Yeah, I'll send Sebastian a message.
Oh, hello, darling. How are you? How have you been enjoying your stay?
It's an interesting situation to have so many of us on one bed, but you know, it's cozy.
Well, it was the biggest bed. It was a suite. I wanted you to have some comfort. You know, we've been traveling for so long.
It's just a funny shape. I think you'd like it as a heart. You
Oh, I
probably
wondered
will.
if they'd. I assumed that would be the room you would get. Oh,
I
Luscious
have
is
a-
expensive, but oh my god, is she worth it?
I believe that every second of that. So I have a rather more serious thing to talk about. We've come to Aranis's home.
Oh, wonderful. How's the old mama and papa doing?
Well, Mama's dead.
Oh,
Papa's crazy.
oh.
And it's been a bit longer than they realized, and we need to figure out some way to arrange care for this man because he's living on his own in this pile.
I see.
Do you have any recommendations? Because
You said the
Aranis is
Allcrest Manor?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me do some digging and get back to you. I'm sure I can find somebody. I have my contacts. I'll ask around. We, at the very least, worst case scenario, we can put him in a home or something if he's having difficulties.
Yes, that's a way of putting it.
I'll see what all I can do. I'll give you plenty of options.
Thank you, Sebastian. You're a doll.
Where would the party like to go?
Can I?
Is there like a rest stop to go in between?
You can like jump in. You guys can go into like a restaurant within the capital, and
like a rest stop, like somewhere to stop. With a restroom with a sink.
You can definitely find something like that. More likely that'd be in like a restaurant that you'd be going to, but you can do whatever you need to do.
Aranis will look at everyone. He looks mega depressed. I need a few moments, and he takes out the straight razor and goes into a restroom. And he is going to shave his face and cut his hair.
Oh.
Wow.
So he is going to shave the sides completely. He's gonna leave the length on the top and tie it back in a Geralt, like pre-Geralt, like Witcher 2 and all that, like where he's got it back. It's not the long bits. It's just the shaved sides and the ponytail, and he clean shaves his face. So he comes out probably like half an hour later or more, probably worrying some of y'all, but he comes out and he is wiping his face with just a cloth he has from his bag. And he is completely clean shaven. He looks a bit younger, and his hair is nice and neat and pulled back in a ponytail.
Someone from the restaurant follows you. I was like, "Excuse me, did you just shave in our restroom?"
I give them a gold. And leave.
What? I mean, you can't come here. And then closes the door.
My whole life was a lie. Apologize for my manic behavior.
The party has been banned from the Garden of Olives restaurant.
Okay, that's fair. That is a very Olive Garden thing to do.
I like
The endless breadsticks.
Oh, I wanted their soup.
I'll draw for y'all what his hair looks
There's
like.
more than one location of this place. It's a chain.
That was our cruel destiny. Be banned.
The time that this takes, given everything, you guys would be, you would have left the estate by this point. Drag everybody.
I would like to go visit my family. I don't know if that's advisable today, being that Aranis just went through some family drama himself. But...
Welcome, my cool family. They're so cool.
Well, we'll get to that momentarily. However, as you guys are waiting for Aranis to finish, you get a ring back from Sebastian rather quick, like
that
much
was
faster than you
fast.
expected. Darling, are you there?
I am here.
So, little bit odd. Normally, I have everything at my disposal at all times. And plenty of friends in the business who, if I need a favor, I can call them a favor. I can't do anything to Allcrest Manor or its resident, it seems.
Why is that?
Well, you didn't hear this from me, but apparently, rumor has it, the Mages Guild is looking with interest at the Allcrest Manor.
There is a very evil person in the Mages Guild.
Oh,
Sebastian.
my darling, there are evil people everywhere
How do I
within the
say that
capital.
woman's name again? How do I say her name again?
Chadra.
Do you know of someone named Chadra?
Let me find Sebastian's token, because I think Sebastian's token has some stats on it, and if it doesn't, then I'll try to remember what that could be. Campion, NPC, Sebastian. Nope, it doesn't have those. So, it's pretty good. He's a very wise individual. And that's a nat 20. You'll say.
Hell yeah.
You'll say. Oh, Chadra Abaya?
Yes.
Last
Yeah,
I
she's the one that
heard.
ruined Aranis' life.
Last I heard, she was made the title of master within the Mages Guild. That's just under guild leader. So,
She is something terrible, Aranis. Or she's something terrible, Sebastian. She has just the people in this group alone. I think 3 of them. She's done something horrible to. Like beyond the
And she
bounds.
screwed over Lysander by BT
And
dubs.
she fucked over Lysander, which I think you might.
Wait,
know.
it's that Chadra? That's the Chadra?
It's not.
Chadra's a very common name, so I
I'm
just
pretty sure
assumed it was a different
same.
Chadra.
Nope, pretty sure it's the same one.
Well, that's very interesting. I don't know much details, but rumors that have tickled my ears suggest that her area of interest within the Mages Guild was in regards to forms of biomancy in order to
Oh no!
strengthen, humanoids or whoever, provide new tools through arcane needs to fight the miasma without having to utilize lanterns or whatnot. However, I've also heard that most of her subjects don't have a happily ever after.
Yeah, I would say not. Considering at least, I think 2, if not 3 of us alone have interesting experiences with her.
Well, sounds like you need to make a detour to the Mages Guild.
I don't know if that's advisable to go in without more information. But it's definitely somewhere to go. And maybe we need to take a day to...
Well, I would highly suggest you go there anyway. If you're looking for magic items or potions, you're going to have to go to the guild. It's the best place in the city for anything that you could want. Besides, I believe Clove wanted to get further in the guild. Perhaps you can convince Clove to be a man on the inside.
Possibly. Clove is a terrible liar, but he's a sweetheart, so... he might be willing to partake in a moment of deception to help a friend.
Hello?
I don't know. Yeah, you're just like Clove. You're just like hearing like the you just hear all of a sudden Olean just talking about it, you're like like this cannot be good. Sebastian will just end with shoot, what was he gonna say? I completely forgot what he was gonna say, so never mind. He says, "Ta-ta for now, dear. I check out that Mages Guild though.
I will. I appreciate your time, Sebastian. You have a lovely rest
I'll
of your
see if
day.
there's I'll call some more people, but this was so interesting that I thought I should say hello right away."
I appreciate that.
Of course.
Boy, are you there?
Yeah. What?
Okay. Just haven't heard you in a while. You good?
Yeah.
I'm alright.
Meow.
What would the party like to do at this point?
I mean, I guess we've got Mages Guild as an option. I feel like I should go.
I
through my
do want to
family.
go get promoted in the
later.
Hunters Guild as well.
I would say, for the purposes of making things easier for your DM, because we will get to all of this stuff.
Oh, that
Today
makes sense, of course.
there is Aranis themed
Trauma Day.
So it's Trauma Day for Aranis. So
Yeah,
Adjoy
no, that
will say,
was...
"Oh well, the Mages Guild is right on close by. I can take you right there. About a 10-minute drive."
Oleandra's going to sit next to you, Aranis, and just kind of be a comforting presence.
Yeah, he just shuts down and he leans on your shoulder.
I'm sorry.
Just takes a
Hug.
deep breath. What do I do now?
Well, I think we find this bitch and we put her in the ground. But
Perhaps.
that's just me.
Broken
Oh.
man find it's one that one meme, broken man like who had one last hope to live, loses last hope.
Oh my goodness.
Group hug.
Everyone hugs Aranis.
Yeah.
Rather quickly, the party arrives at the Mages Guild. It is a grand building that spires up. The front only has one story, but this is a massive building. It is clear why this is the preeminent guild, Mages Guild within like all of Kano. Because like this building just goes on forever and goes on forever up. The part that you first enter though is just the ground floor, and you can see like little, you can see even from the windows like little young mages like practicing magic, and throwing cantrips at each other. People are walking in and out. You can see plenty of other adventuring parties walking in and out, and I'm just gonna drag you guys right on in. As you come in, you see signs pointing left and right, which read, to your left appears to be the potion for the Potion Master, and right for the Rune Master. Rune Master, and it has added underneath it, buy magic items here. It appears that there has been confusion in the past when people were like, I was hoping to buy magic items, and it just says Rune Master. You see an middle-aged orcish gentleman behind the desk reading a book, and behind him you see a small library that you see some young mages looking at the books and doing some research. Oh, and most notably, you have an indoor waterfall and pouring lava on either side. These appear to be just falling into the ground and disappearing in like a sparkle. As the party enters, the gentleman behind the counter says, Oh, hello. Can I help you with anything?
I'll sort of look to everyone else. I guess I
It's
should
time.
probably take a lead there. Hello, I'm a recent member of the guild. So I'm just curious if there's anything I can do to help and advance things here.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Young apprentice looking to advance. Well, let's see.
Not exactly an apprentice anymore. Independent.
Oh, independent. Oh, of course.
Yes.
Well, it looks here from your guild schedule that you have the apprentice title still, but no, not to worry. I see you're not enrolled here, but you're a guild member. Oh, that's not a problem. Let me see. He pulls out some documents. What sect were you hoping to join to further your studies within the guild?
I presume alchemy, although I suppose I don't know the exact options.
Oh, well, here, I can run them down. It does not matter which one you pick. It will just be the focus of your research.
All right.
Basically, for your next step, we will, once you decide what sect you would like to be a part of, we will provide you the necessary books to study, and once you're able to perform at a adequate level at these various things, you will then be able to advance further within the guild. If that makes sense. Let's see, I pause out. Let's see, we have the Lavender Sect. It's more runic in nature, with aptitude for applying temporary or lasting effects on objects and people. The Viridian Sect is more alchemical, with the goal of eventually you'll be able to transmute one material to another with no problem at all. The Magenta Sect is more elemental in nature, mastery of the elements. Ever wanted to change yourself into a cloud or a lightning bolt? That's the sort of thing with that. Sienna Sect, a little bit out there. It's mostly sorcerers, but they tend to just let the arcane forces around them just go willy-nilly, and somehow that's called learning. And they say, and then we have the Crimson Sect, biological in nature, more along the lines of greater knowledge of the creatures and humanoids and what makes them tick.
Aranis goes up. What?
Are you a member of the guild, sir? But regardless, I'll be with you in one moment. And then finishing up, the last is the Fuchsia Sect. Deals in curses, how to identify them. Eventually, you can even give them to your enemies or break and cleanse curses. So, whichever sect you would like, we can start on the research of that.
I had a quick question.
Yeah, yes.
In my research, I've seen a name of a magician recently, and they've caught my eye. So I was wondering, what sect is Chandra in? Does that name?
Yes. Mistress, Master or Mistress Chandra, is the master of the Crimson Sect. They would be, not right away, but, if you should advance enough within the Crimson Sect, you would be able to be working then more under her tutelage. She is a brilliant individual. I had the pleasure of working with her for a brief amount of time before moving on to bigger and better things myself.
Insight check.
All of you can roll me insight. Aranis, roll yours with advantage.
Also, you're going to see a fun little sheet change.
Ooh, dirty 20. Oh, you guys did really good too.
Dirty 20.
Especially
Also,
those of you who got a 20 would easily see.
Also, my sheet name changed.
Yeah, I see that.
When he mentions that he used to work for Chandra but now moved on to better things, you get a hint within his voice that perhaps things did not end well between them. That he maybe did not agree with everything that he was learning under her. Dimitri, you, with a 22, you roll me a wisdom saving throw.
What?
Oh boy!
What's going on?
Can I give him a steadying hand or something?
No, let's ride it out. Let's
Ride
ride.
the lightning.
5.
Dimitri,
Oh, no.
you see in front of you the ghost of the master you bested, Lauren.
I look at him. Lauren?
He looks up. Oh, yes, you know who I am? Lauren. I don't think I know you have your acquaintance. Lauren TresNoir. Magus. just Magus, nothing, no master.
Dimitri Olchrist.
Dimitri. Sorry, what? What was the last name?
Olchrist.
You see the green kind of like leave his skin. He's Dimitri Olchrist. Well, he puts his book down and like takes off his glasses to like look at you. Holy shit.
You're supposed to be dead.
No, never was. Ooh. How are you alive?
Despite it all, I honestly think it's the demon that kept me alive.
I don't.
And I show the fact that I'm missing an arm now.
I'm
Like that I have a prosthetic and all that.
I'm so sorry, Dimitri. I'm not proud of the things that I did when I was a member of Crimson Sect. However, I did those things, and part of them directly affected, well, you.
What did they do to me?
Lauren looks around, puts his hands on the desk, and you see the desk begin to glow a bit, and he sort of gestures at you to put your hands on the desk.
I put my hands on the desk.
And you hear now in your mind, Lauren speaking to you. He's like, best to keep things quiet. I've heard rumor that Chandra is in. Ernest, I have not seen you in years. I mean, what do you know? What do you not remember?
I only remember the sect of blood hunter training. That you taught me how to use the blindfold, the runes on my back, the seals.
Ernest,
2 of them are broken.
That's good. That's above me, Aranis. Chandra might know what that means, but I don't.
The last time I saw her, I was out hunting.
Yes.
She offered me a job.
Well,
and then
yes,
I lost
that'd be
a
typical.
month.
Aranis, the last time you went out for a job, we thought you died. You didn't. Well, rather, Chandra came back alone. You were. Well, how do I put this? I'm just going to start talking, and then you stop me if you know these things already. I mean, the Crimson Sect has been interested in years for developing or enhancing humanoids to be able to withstand the miasma. It's the belief of many that the crystals are not are not permanent, that we can't depend on them forever, and well, with rumors of a town exploding, this has only strengthened the resolve of some. But, we got volunteers. I mean, I say volunteers in the loosest sense. Usually there is some sort of deal in the background, but I didn't have a part of that. I was basically a lab monkey. Well, technician, I guess. Monkey would be more of the, I guess, you. We specifically looked for ASMR or tieflings, humanoids with natural resistances. The thought was perhaps we can alter or change these resistances to resist the miasma. And well, the experiments, they did not always end well, and most of the time they didn't. Measures were taken to mitigate the residual trauma, including being given new names and identities. We called those of you that survived blood hunters because you were able to do what we wanted you to do. You weren't able to in terms of dealing with the miasma efficiently, but you were able to take your own life essence and do incredible things with them. Still a few blood hunters around, but most of them are mindless pawns. And in fact, the fact that you have some sentience to you is the biggest surprise of them all. Like, it wasn't, but like as for what you said about missions, Chadra would sometimes take blood hunters out for missions for protection, or to not get her hands dirty, either or. And sometimes she would send you out to pick up jobs at the Hunters Guild if there was a mark of interest to the Mages Guild. But
I see.
I'm gonna roll him. We're gonna see if he remembers specifically. With the 10, it's like I don't quite remember. It was I'm sorry, Dimitri or Aranis. It was so long ago. I just don't remember the details of when you disappeared. There have been unfortunate surprises along the way, and well, things got messy. But as just a magus, there's nothing I could do to stop anything. I'm sorry.
There is something you can do for me, Lauren.
What is that?
Keep my survival a secret.
That shouldn't be that hard. No one would have any hint that you're alive. Just say keep your markings hidden and no one should be any wiser. As he's speaking, the doors to the north open. And you see, flanked by two what look to be tiefling blood hunters.
Oh no!
A purple-haired, purple-eyed drow. And that is where we'll call this session.
Is that Chandra?
Chadra, yeah.
Yes,
Chadra.
and part of your amazing roll, or amazing luck rather, with the fortune teller, I determined that you got to meet Chadra a little earlier than usual.
Oh boy.
So,
Oh, I think the plan to go undercover might be out the window unless
Yeah.
you turn around very fast.
I do have a hooded cloak, so I could do that.
All right.
I would just end with Lauren turning, like seeing her enter. Says to you quickly, "There's no reason why she should remember you. You're just a nameless face a pawn. Just keep it cool. And it should be fine." And he goes back to "So, what sect do you think would be best for you, Mr. Clove? So many good options."
Is there, if you join one and decide it's not yours, can you change, or?
You sure can. That's what I ended up doing. But unfortunately, it will reset your progress. So if you get too far, you drop down some levels. But other than that, it's fine.
I'm gonna sort of cast a glance over my shoulder. I would love to join the Crimson Sect.
Clove, are you sure?
And that is a great place to end this session.
Hold on, I got one more meme hot off the presses.
Memes hot off the presses.
Clove,
Yeah.
master of deception.
Amazing.
Jeez.
Bad idea.
Man, hold on, I'm making it right now.
It is a bad.
I am very on board with this. I hope y'all like revenge plots. That's what Aranis is going to be doing.
This
now,
this is the bulk of the Aranis arc within the capital, unless you attack Chadra and then you all want to make new characters for me.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with an Archmage. I know
I'll be
better.
your inside lamb.
Yeah, but it's time for some very. Hold on, I got it. Here we go. It's time for some very in-depth Machiavellian scheming.
Yes, we will get to everybody doing everything they want within the capital. I just think the best way to focus was this seemed the best linear path to me to follow,
There, I made it.
given everything. So I hope those of you who still enjoyed, even though you guys were more in the background today.
And thank you for y'all for being patient with me there. That was some good roleplay too. That was some really good roleplay on his end. Look at he's just sad. I made 3 memes. I'm proud of myself today.
I just want to help my friends, and if that means becoming a spy, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Also, I love that the image is compressed. The meme I made for the last one, it kind of makes it even better.
Yeah, it checks out.
All right, I'll show your memes to the stream. Let me just move things around so it doesn't dox me.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, also he's cleaned up now.
Nope, that didn't do it. What the fuck do we?
Can't wait for your new character.
Oh shit.
Eventually.
Yeah, there we go. So we have.
We're gonna. It might be a bit.
1 ticket
but
for
hey.
Oppenheimer, 1 ticket for Barbie, and man.
Yeah, I was calling because the things I noticed with Lark today, like over the past sessions, was like something's up. He would have killed us if he really wanted us dead. Like he might. I have a feeling he might want to see how useful we are, or something like that. And the fact that like for me, this is just me as the player. I was like. To me, it seems like he hasn't been personally torturing people in a while. Because I was like, usually you go like for the punches, for the break into the fingers. He went straight to stabbing. I'm like, this man.
Well, to be fair, he has a
busy.
magical sword, so he knows if you're telling the truth or not.
Oh yeah,
so
true. That's
he
very
doesn't need to.
true.
He doesn't need to punch you.
But yeah, no, Aranis was just like, I can tell he's stressed out, and Aranis was like, we're gonna relate to that. We can probably become allies because I think Lark is pretty cool. Even though he tried to kill us.
But Clove, I can tell you, with your research that you'll be doing as a part of the Crimson Sect, we'll have some very practical applications to battle, including help with insight or arcana checks for identifying moves, things like that. There will be practical applications to your studies.
And just out of curiosity,
Yes.
weigh my options. What would the alchemy one sort of do for me?
The alchemical one,
I think it was the second on the list.
yeah, it's more of transmutation. things. I mean, let's say you become a master in the alchemical. You could, although it is illegal to do so, quite easily turn things into gold.
Hey, make
Shakes
it better.
hands. Shakes hands in making gold illegal. Ah, god damn. That was a
Was the first one like enchanting?
First one was runic. You could apply like basically runes to things, so you could temporarily or permanently down the line, like give your allies or yourself upgrades. Like, in this battle, I'm slapping a rune on Oleandra's sword, and it's going to deal a D4 fire damage. Or I'm going to slap this protective rune on Aranis, and he gets to add like maybe a D4 to his AC twice per combat. I'm spitballing here off the top of my head.
Sure. So basically, like more artifacts.
The Sienna sect is basically you get wild magic that's going to get more and more wild.
No, probably
also
That's more
also-
chaotic.
Trez, when you
Yes.
said biomancy, do you mean like the biomancy from like Helianas and stuff like that, or adjacent? Because I love me some biomancy. That's interesting.
Hey, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, he would love biomancy if you don't know the Helianas one. It's fucked up.
Not
You put
inherently,
monster-
but
You put
It's
monster pieces on you. You fuse with monsters and graft them onto your body and stuff. It's crazy.
That would be a darker route to go, but it is a route you could go. I will say, as part of this, there will be opportunities for Clove, if Clove should want, to go down those darker paths to the...
honestly, like Clove starting out as a spy and accidentally starting like a corruption arc,
Yes.
would be pretty funny.
like
Pretty
Clove
great.
turning into evil Clove.
Evil Clove.
I've been bullied long enough.
It's my turn.
Pulls out a gun.
Hey, I am proficient.
My bullies
You
would
are.
steal my lunch money. Now they are my lunch money.
Oh
I've
god.
turned them into gold.
Hey,
uh,
sky's the limit.
Anyway, thank y'all so much for playing today.
Yeah, fun
see.
session.
Let's go.
Nobody's
Can't wait to see what everyone else has got going on in the capital.
Nobody's
Sorry
small
for-
to raid right
Sorry
now,
for
so we're just
occupying
going
some of
to
that.
end the stream. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, follow my channel if you haven't.
Do a little
Do
dance.
whatever the hell you want.
Whatever.
Whatever you
Let's
want.
go.
Oh, Jenner's the best. 18-month Jenner, jeez.
Yeehaw.
Jenner is my
Wow.
awesome mod, and I love them dearly. They are great. All right. Bye, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.